Now welcome back to the bottom. My name's Beast, and I forgot to put on my jacket, but who fucking cares? We're back with a secret agent, and I'm not gonna be recording for too long because I just kind of don't feel like it. Will enough? Like I'll keep it short. No need to overdo it. You know. This game seems short anyway, so don't want to get through the entirety of it too quickly. Anyways, it's been a few days since the scuffle in the water office. I've been casually observing what's been happening within the school, but there's been nothing outstanding. But there is some that worries me. Instances of regular students and Chevalier having confrontations are happening at numerous locations. When I watch the courtyard from the rooftop, I can see arguments happening. I can't tell what the source of their quarrel is, but for the time being, there's no sign of them becoming violent. The water member all seem on edge too. The number of Chevalier meetings has increased as evidence of that. Of course, that means that Shirogane was summoned too, so I've come to our usual location ahead of her. Swing the practice sword that I've now gotten completely used to and wait for her to show up. No, that's fine. Maybe I'm the one who suggested you let me be your opponent. She chuckles and cuts off the discussion. Just for an instant, I'm absolutely enchanted by that smile of hers. You don't want a break? You only just finished your meeting. She holds her muck sword and slowly approaches me. Once she's at the now perfectly familiar distance away, she assumes her battle stance. Yeah, here we go. I lurch towards her and swing my sword, planning to finally get a strike in today. I've really been looking forward to fighting her in earnest while hiding my real fighting style. Crossed sword numerous times, and both of us are breathing hard. As per usual, no matter how many times I attack, I am unable to get a single clean strike in. Yeah, sure. You blocked every single one of my attacks. Yeah, there's not much point in trying to attack if I don't dodge them. She smiles and sits on the ground, breathing calmly. I sit down as well. Hope I'm not sitting too close. For me? No, I don't think I've actually talked about this. Undead Unluck. Read it if you aren't. It's fucking fantastic. Like, it's already a good manga for a very long time. But then, fucking, which chapter was it again? Yeah, I think it was chapter 123 is where it really starts going fucking hard. And that's where it fucking goes from, like, good to fucking amazing. It's fucking, it's great. It's beautiful. I can't fucking wait for the next chapter, even though the last chapter, the newest chapter just came out today. And aside from that, there's also a new manga I found, which is called Seihantai na Kimi to Boku, or You and I Are Polar Opposites. And the entire thing is just at the starting premise is a Gyaru that is very concerned with keeping up the status quo and her image. Actually likes the dude, like the dude next to her, because he's like the kind of like curt, straight to the point. He's the kind of curt, straight to the point dude, like fucking honor student, and the fact that he's just like so honest with himself, no matter what the situation is, just kind of is attractive to her. But she doesn't want to accept that, she doesn't want to admit to that, because, well, that would interfere with status quo. Because that wouldn't be what people would expect of her. So she just constantly bugs him with random topics, just so she has a chance to talk to him. This is thankfully only for like 2 chapters, like literally the first 2 chapters, and then they actually start going out, and she stops caring about that as much. It's cute. It's very cute. Anyways, the drink she holds out is the same one I bought the first time. I can't believe how delighted I feel having her buy me a drink. Thanks. She holds out a plastic bottle, so I stretch my hand out to grab it. Then our fingers suddenly meet. She flinches slightly before pulling her hand back with the drink. What was that about? Oh, no, what's wrong? This time she grabs it by the lid and holds it out to me, huh? Well, she possibly avoiding her hands touching. Thanks. What is the silence? What's more, she's blushing. Is she embarrassed? That was quick, we all just sat down! But if you want to resume right away, that's perfectly fine by me. In that case, I'll chug it down. I just know something. Yeah, you can actually like see the brush strokes on that tree in the back. Like on all the trees actually, kinda. It's just that you can see it the best on this because you can actually see like the fucking waving motion properly there. That's actually kind of funny. Anyways. She stands up and abruptly moves away. Then she swings her sword with fierce intensity. At no stage did she stop blushing. That's kinda cute. I'm captivated by watching her do the same action so earnestly for a little while. As a result, I haven't even opened the bottle yet. After a little break, she returns to her usual self. When we face off, she has no openings and none of my attacks get through. At the same time, it's always for me. It's the same as always for me to not get any attacks in. But conversely, she's been hitting me. We walk back to the dorm in the evening sunlight. Not going back to the order office, are you? Emergency. She may perceive it as such in the current circumstances. I might probe around a bit. Doesn't mean I need to ask in a roundabout way. Have there been any developments about that email regarding the festival?
学園内の雰囲気を見ているとね、三影くんもなんとなく気づいているでしょ。騎士団に対する当たりが強くなっているって。
Yeah, I have.
何かが起こるとは限らないけど、このまま何もないとは言い切れない。剣闘祭の妨害とか言われると、ますます警戒もしてしまう。
I figured.
かといって、剣闘祭までの鍛錬を怠るわけにはいかない。だから、このタイミングで言うのも変だけど、引き続き協力してもらえると嬉しいわ。
Of course I can. You did ask me to.
ありがとう。
She smiles, looking somewhat relieved. Unlike her usual solemn demeanor, it's a slightly relaxed expression. My heart pounds unconsciously, and I raise my voice to hide that feeling. You don't need to tell me that again. I plan to stay with you to the end.
そう言ってくれると安心する。誰かと一緒に鍛錬するのが初めてだから。内心、いつ打ち切られるかと不安だった。
Oh, quit so abruptly. Wait, what? It's your first time?
ねえ、基本的にいつも一人だった。騎士団内で合同でするときは別だけど。
Really? All alone? And that while putting up with the pressure from home. Hearing her talk about training alone reminds me of similar circumstances from my ninja training. Our responsibilities differ, but I feel closer to her than ever before.
そういうことだから、三影くんとの時間は本当に新鮮よ。それに、すごく充実している。自分でも驚くくらいに。
Glad to hear that. I'll have to keep working at it too.
頑張るというのは？
At least to be able to fight on an equal footing with you, I guess.
今だって十分すぎるほどだよ。こっちだって全く気を抜けないから。
I'm glad. Now that I feel close to her, I've begun to think how much I'd like to get even closer to her. If possible, to be with her more without sparring. Not my thinking, I didn't say that out loud, but I'm embarrassing. Anyways, if I can be of any help, I'm happy to assist as much as you'd like.
本当にありがとう。そこまで言ってくれると逆に申し訳なくなる。
No, you don't need to feel that way. I'm embarrassed that I thought that I wanted to be with her more, but I have no doubt that they're my real feelings. I've felt this way before in my life. I'm a little lost experiencing this feeling so suddenly. It's been a week since I started feeling like I want to be with Shirogane more. As the number of our battles on Rooftop have increased, I've started to see more of her habits. I try to slash from the side opposite where she's holding her sword. As expected, she blocks me. Her reactions are dulled compared to her dominant side. I take a leap back before her counterattack comes out. Then her violent attack immediately slides the air a hair's breadth away from the tip of my nose. Now, there's a slight gap in her defense for a brief instant after her slash. I used it to my advantage, leaping into a striking distance and thrust the tip of my sword at her pale white throat. I win, right? I consciously find myself letting out an exaggerated sigh. It sure did take me a long time to get one hit in. I think so. I'm not really aware of that.
それが成長の何よりの証拠だと思うけど。
It's not so much growth per se. I think I just realized how you attack. You have no gaps in your defense when you're on guard, but your attacks are incredibly fast.
利き腕の逆側から攻められると、開始の人たちがワンテンポ遅れる?
Right, it ends up being a slightly slower swing. So if I dodged the attack, then I thought it'd give me a split-second opening to attack.
なるほど。
To be honest, I doubt a regular Chevalier opponent would be able to see the split-second opening I pointed out. My regular weapon has a short reach and I'm a ninja that would lunge into range in moment of need, which is why I attacked then. But I should be exploiting an exploitable weakness if she has one. That's what she would want.
それじゃあ今後はその隙をつくように攻めてきてほしい。と言っても、あからさまに狙われると簡単に対策できてしまうだろうから。
Yeah, I know. Judicious use and all that.
それじゃあもう一戦。
We both take our positions and face each other off for the umpteenth time. Having gotten one hit in, I found myself able to attack more today. After countless fights, the sun begins setting. I don't know, whenever I start recording, like, a muscle
今日も
just
すご
keeps
く充
fucking
実していたよ。
like twitching, and I don't know why.
いや、いつも以上かな。三影くんが昨日までよりも攻めてきてくれたから。
I think I might have gotten a bit carried away. Is that okay?
大丈夫も何も助かるよ。それも一回ごとに微妙に攻め方変えてくれたから、指摘されたところはなかなか強制できなかったけど。
There's still time until the festival, so I think you can take your time to work on fixing it.
そうするよ。さてと、いい時間だし、そろそろ寮に戻りましょう。
Hearing that our time together is ending makes me feel a little sad. I feel the desire to be with her more strongly than usual. That feeling caused me to open my mouth to speak. Shirogane, you just returned to your room now.
そうだね。騎士団には屋上に来る前に顔も出したし。
Well, if you're free, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind accompanying me for a bit.
いいよ。
And it's a response! I've never expected her to answer so quickly! My disquiet threatens to show on my face, but I manage to hold it in and maintain a facade
三
of
影
calm.
くんにはいつもお世話になっているし、断れるわけがないよ。
Oh, okay,
そ
thanks.
れでどこに行くの？時間はあるし、いくらでも付き合うよ。と言っても、学園の中ならそんなに時間を取ることもないだろうけど。
Did you think I meant something school related? How would you react if I said otherwise? I burst from anxiety, but I resolutely say what I'm thinking deep down. Oh no, I didn't mean within the school, I meant the city.
街？
I don't have anything in particular to do, I just thought it'd be nice to go out for a bit before it gets dark. And I was kind of wondering if you wouldn't mind coming with me.
一緒に。
Her face flushes ever so slightly. Does that mean she's conscious of the fact that we'd be going out together?
そっか。一緒に。
Why did she suddenly employ the bedroom eyes? If you don't want to do, that's fine. I just invited you since I thought it was a good opportunity.
嫌とは言ってないでしょ。ただ、今の時間からってことに驚いただけで。
Oh, these people are... this is two extremely awkward people just fumbling around each other because they fell for each other without being 100% sure of what the fuck that entails.
それに、実は私も後で日用品の買い出しをしようと思っていたのよ。ついでだし、済ませてしまうわ。それでもよければご一緒するけど。
Must be imagining things. What the fuck? You know, yeah, you ever just have those moments where you think of something and you just sit there like, how the fuck did my brain arrive at that point? Because I just randomly thought, you know what? I kind of wish I could just play the original, like, Gen 4 Pokemon Underground with some people, you know? And I don't know why. Actually, hold on. Now I feel like looking something up. Hold up. Hold up. There's no local multiplayer for fucking Desmume, since that's the emulator I usually use. So there's no way to actually like fucking... Because I'm pretty sure... Hold on, actually... Now I have to look up Pokemon Gen 4 Underground Wi-Fi. It's local wireless only, okay. Yeah, bullshit. That's absolutely fine. Thank goodness you didn't refuse. Having stopped talking, I can hear my heart pounding.
それじゃあ、暗くなる前に 行きましょうか。
Yeah, okay. We leave the rooftop behind, exit from the school, and head for the city. We arrive at our destination before it gets dark.
見かけくんは特に用事はないと。
Yeah, I just came here to wander around. I guess I can just come with you while you do your shopping.
そうね。
She's kind of fidgety. She's still blushing slightly. Seeing that makes my heart pound
で
furiously.
も本当に日用品を買うだけだから、私の行くところは退屈よ。スーパーとかドラッグストアとか物珍しいお店は何もない。
I'm fine with that. I could just wander around anyway. I just came to wander around anyway. Besides, I'm absolutely ecstatic just being able to walk around with her. Okay, so I'm ecstatic. I'm astonished that I think that. So, shall we get your shopping completed before it gets dark?
そうね。
The two of us begin walking through the city. Just walking out together makes this feel awfully like a date. Is it okay for me to consider this the first date of my life? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. She probably doesn't think of it as a date or anything, I think. I know that, but it still makes me happy to just walk alongside her.
退屈じゃない？
No, absolutely not.
さあ、そう言ってもらえるなら
Foot!
よか
Fall
った。
asleep! Fuck! Shouldn't have sat like that. Toothbrush, toothpaste, body soap, sticking plaster, trash bags, mechanical pencil leads. What the? Sticking plaster. Hold on, what the fuck? The fuck is that? I don't actually know what the fuck that is right now. Sticking plaster. Just say Band-Aid. Just say fucking Band-Aid. Also, why did it suggest sticking plaster meme to me? The fuck is a sticking plaster? Oh. That's not a sticky plaster, that's fucking flex tape! She really is only buying regular necessities. Oh, by the way, someone pointed out in the comments that they felt like the translation for this game sounded off to them. And they finally figured out why, because they use they a lot. Like, like for example, at one point in the park, Mai talks about a male idol, but then describes them, talks about them in a they voice. And even like when talking to Faceless Chevalier, she always uses they. And like the MC always uses they when he comments on them doing something, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering he can see what they are. So I just came out with the impromptu headcanon. The MC is just a really big supporter of trans rights, so he doesn't want to assume. Anyway, she really is only buying regular necessities. I feel like I'm getting a glimpse into her private life and wonder if I should be with her.
よし、私の用事はこれで終わり。
Okay, good job, I guess.
ただ買い物してただけなのに、そう言われるのは不思議な気分ね。
Okay. Man, I have no idea how to keep this conversation going when I'm walking with a girl. I'm sure I was able to talk a little more during our breaks on the rooftop.
見かけくんはただ歩くだけって言ってたね。
Huh? Oh yeah, I was just planning on wandering around
こ
randomly.
の後にどこかによって何かを買ったりするという予定はないと。
No.
なるほど。じゃあ2回分ね。
What do you mean?
今駅前で福引きをしているんだって。で、ここまでの買い物で2回引くことができるようになった。
She shows me a lottery ticket. Does that mean she's offering it to me?
見かけくん、
Huh? Are you giving this to me?
あげる。こんなので申し訳ないけれど、
Don't worry about it, you use it.
私はこういうので いいものが当たったことないから。
You know, give me the ticket. Give me the ticket. I always win big when I'm pulling for someone else. I actually won the jackpot for like a lottery once. It wasn't like any big kind of lottery, but it was still a jackpot for a lottery. It was that when I was a kid, because it was essentially like for this village festival. And my mother essentially gave me some cash and was like, go to the lottery stand, buy some from me. So, because I also want to do some, but she herself had a stand as well, so she couldn't leave it. So I went, bought him, brought him back to her, and she fucking pulled the jackpot. Even if that's been the case till now, you could still win some this time.
そういうものかしら。
Why don't you try now since we're here?
見影くんが言うならそうする。
And that's how we ended up going to the lottery stall. Some kind of cat costume attendant is waving at little children walking past. Jidogane is vacantly staring at the costumed mascot character. Jidogane?
何？
Why don't you shake its hand?
握手ってあのこと？
That kitty cat. That's a cute way to describe it.
いや、それは遠慮しておく。それより福引き。ほら、見影くんも一枚。
She hands me a lottery ticket, trying to hide her embarrassment. So we So we wander on over. Welcome.
私とそれからそこの彼とで2枚分あります。
Okay, 2 tickets for you and your boyfriend.
そういうわけではなくてですね。彼は単なるクラスメートであって、一緒にいるのは恋人だからではなく。
I'm incredibly flustered, but he's even more at her wit's end. It's totally out of character for her to be so flustered. Oh, my body. So, 2 tickets then.
はい、お願いします。
Then we'll start with the girlfriend.
だから違うと。
Come down, Shirogane, just turn the wheel. She hands the lottery ticket to the attendant, blushing much harder than when I invited her to come with me today. And she turns the wheel without a shred of anticipation. That's a big box of tissues.
こんなものでしょ。
You weren't expecting anything, were you?
そうね。
She collects the tissues and takes a step back. I'm next, I guess. Well, I don't have much hope either. You're up next, boyfriend.
だから。
Here you go. Try my best to hide my embarrassment and hand him the ticket. Turn the handle without giving it much thought.
私のと違う色。
Oh, congratulations! You won the 3rd prize! What? Isn't that pretty good? Got worked up as I look at the prize list on the prizes listed on the wall poster. First prize is an overnight hot springs trip. Second prize is a voucher. And third prize, 1-day free pass. Yes, Sendai Highlands free pass for 2 people.
仙台ハイランドって遊園地？
How convenient that it's for 2 people. And it's for 2 people. The attendant shows me the ticket for confirmation. They're astonishingly excited from just seeing 2 pieces of paper.
見影くんの日頃の行いがいいのかもね。
Winning the prize.
正直ポケットティッシュだと思った。
I thought so too. Well, I actually was a little hopeful. And then we're getting 2 free passes to my luck. Which means I'll be able to take another person with me. There's only one option here. Now, how do I say this? Shirogane?
何？
Now that I have to do it, I'm suddenly getting cold feet. I was pressing it with all my might. I suppressed it with all my might and mouthed the words I'd prepared. Wanna go with me?
一緒って？
Yeah, here. I wave the tickets I'm holding to try and look as nonchalant as possible. Just looking at her just looking at that makes her blush.
それって見影くんと そこに出かける
And he
と
beats her over the head with the fact that he likes her. Will she notice? No clue. Right, do you not want to?
ダメってわけじゃないけど、見かけく気を使って私を誘ってない？
What do you mean we're worried about you?
福引きの時に一緒にいたからとか、あとそもそも剣が私のだったから。
It's not like that. Even if I were alone and when I'd want it, I'd begin saying, but the bashfulness makes me swallow the rest. Nope, I want to tell her. Look directly at her and hearing my heart pound stupidly loud. Even if I were alone when I wanted, I would have invited you. You're busy with your work as a chevalier and you're preparing for the combat festival too. So I thought I'd invite you to go with me as a break.
やっぱり気を使われてる。
That's like that. I want to go out somewhere with you myself too.
私と
Yeah, so we're a little late today, so next time we can have more time to enjoy ourselves. She's squirming far more than I'd ever seen her before. That reaction makes me unbelievably tense. Shit, my hand that's holding the tickets is about to start shaking.
私でいいの？
Yeah, I want to go with you.
わかった。私でいいのだったら一緒に行くよ。
She accepted my invitation! Nothing that's happened as of late has made me happier than this. I can tell my emotions are showing in my face.
いつ行くの？
Let's see, how about this Sunday?
わかった。じゃあその日は開けておくから。
Great, I'm looking forward to it.
それはこっちこそよ。よろしく、みかげくん。あ、それから誘ってくれてありがとう。
I managed to be bold enough to invite her out, and we'll be going together on a weekend day. Does that make this a genuine date? Is the ninja supposed to get this elated? Meanwhile, Momoko has been suspiciously quiet. She's been relaying every tidbit of information back to Shizuka. It's the day of our date. Yep, that should be okay. Stand before a full-length mirror and check my attire. There's nothing out of place. That's purely my subjective opinion, though. I check it over and over again as I would my equipment before a mission. Oops, almost time.
まだ30分前です。待ち合わせ場所は校門前なので、かなり早く到着しますが。
Just in case, okay? I don't want to be late in the event that something happens.
今からだと何かしらのトラブルが起こらない限り、問題なく到着すると思われます。
Right, provided nothing
承
happens.
知しました。ジンさんがよろしいのであれば。
I think I'll actually end up waiting a fair amount, but I still plan to arrive earlier than planned. I doubt any trouble will happen to make me late, but I simply don't want to make her wait. I don't know myself why I feel that way, though. Leave my room feeling a little tense. Then head over to our agreed meeting place to wait for her. And Failboat is apparently finding new ways to break Kirby in a stream now. Fun. Yep, they have the shiny sounds. She's already there. She's dressed differently than usual, and even from a fair distance away, I could tell she's fidgety. She's looking my way.
みかげくん、おはよう。もうそんな時間だった？
Morning. Nah, it's still a bit early, I think.
そうよね。そっか。早く来てくれただけか。
But you're really early. I comment on her actions, completely blinded by my own shortcomings, and that makes her hang her head slightly. She squirms in embarrassment in a way that hides her gallant nature as a chevalier.
せっかく出かけるんだし、万が一にも遅刻するのは良くないな。三影くんのことを待たせたくもなかったし、だったら早く来た方がいいって思った。
That's exactly what I was thinking.
そう、結局約束よりも早く集まってしまったね。
Again, off to the side, there's a fucking tent where fucking Toka and Ryosuke are just fighting it out over who gets to arrive first for the date. That'll never not be funny. Nothing wrong with that. It's not like it's a problem. If it's only half an hour longer, I was able to meet with her earlier. Yet my delight is very real. I feel like today will be awesome. So it's a little early, but why don't we get going? We catch a train to get to the amusement park. It's relatively crowded for a weekend, but we're still able to sit down. Seems even more fidgety than when she was waiting to meet me. It's like she wants to say something, but doesn't know how to say it. I don't know what. Should have gone in?
Nani?
No, I was just wondering if there was something you wanted to say. Looks like it was spot on as she flinches. She looks away from me for a moment, then looks determined as she turns back to face me. Huh? What? You mean like to an amusement park?
今までの人生で初めてだから楽しみ方がわからないから一緒にいて迷惑をかけるかもしれない。
She expresses it like it's a confession and looks incredibly embarrassed. That makes me chuckle.
なんで笑って。
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
せっかくこっちが恥を我慢していったのに。
Well, I'm in the same boat. This is my first time going to the amusement park too. All I've done till now is train and train every single day. Even Mom was so busy from her position that she couldn't take any time out. So I've never been to one till now. She'd have gone an hour the same in that regard.
本当に私に気を使っているわけじゃなくて。
Nope, it's genuinely my first time. So I don't know how to enjoy them either.
そう。
Her response is a mixture of amazement and relief. She seems to have been worried about it being her first time, so I hope she's not anymore. Yeah, so you don't need to be so apologetic. Both our first times, so let's just enjoy ourselves as much as we can. Honestly, I want to try and show off by leading and teaching her. And yet right now I feel unusually glad that we're in the same boat. Let's just focus on getting inside once we arrive for now.
チケットを渡せば入れてくれるのではないの？
Probably, but I don't know how I don't know the actual procedure.
まずはそこからか。待て、私も同じね。どういう感じなのかまるでわからない。さっきまで緊張してたのに、今は楽しみって気持ちの方が大きくなってる。
So am I. Her smiling face no longer looks quite so tense. At a glance, I'd never imagined she'd be a stately chevalier holding a title. You both look at our devices for information on the amusement park for about half an hour. Damn, all these youngsters, on their phones, you know they're together. How about you talk with each other? Shut the fuck up. We walk a little way from the nearest station and arrive at our destination.
このチケットを見せればいいの？
Yeah, they shouldn't charge us any fee. Hopefully. The two of us head for the entrance gate a little nervously. This is Central Park? Wow, it's huge.
多少広いのは分かっていたけど、実際に目で見たら想像以上だった。というか、ここから見るだけでも乗り物が多くて、 何をどうすればいいのか迷う。
Definitely. Well, actually, I don't even know what they are. A map of the park layout is displayed on my device. There are so many rides and facilities that it'd be near impossible to do them all within one day. Guess we can just walk around and check out whatever looks interesting.
それがいいかもしれないね。
Is there anything that strikes your fancy among the ones here?
どれどれ？
She stares at my device. Wait, she's really close! What is that fragrance? It's making me pleasantly lightheaded.
迷うね。全部塗ってみたいけど。
Stop. Stop that. No. Don't like that.
コーヒーカップ。
Stop that.
カップ？
Cease.
これってどういう乗り物なの？
How do I describe it? It goes round and round.
ぐるぐる回るって。
She responded in a slightly suspicious way, which made her realize how close their faces are too. She blushes immediately, then takes 2 or 3 steps away.
ごめんなさい。その夢中になってしまって。
Nah, it's nothing to apologize for. That's so awkward. So quiet that the surrounding noise, which I've been tuning out, is clearly audible now. That does make me feel incredibly uneasy. This is making me feel incredibly uneasy, so I speak to try and distract myself. Okay, let's go for a walk first.
そうね。
We walk off into the bustling park. Given I'm spending time with Shurigane, I want to enjoy it to the fullest. Just the sensation of walking with her makes this place feeling completely removed from normal life. And comparing it to any place I've ever lived before, I'm saying that Academy City.
なんだか目移りしてしまうね。
I get you. Actually, walking around is just making me more indecisive.
他の人はどうしているんだろう。いきなりジェットコースターとか？
The thrill right out the bat. Should probably go for something a little easier to get accustomed to the motion
な
first.
るほど。まずは準備運動と。
I don't think that's needed at an amusement park, though.
三影くんが言ったくせに。
She's laughing as she says that and abruptly stops walking. She then stares at me. Now, to be precise, she's looking behind me. I turn around to see what she's looking at, and it's a costumed mascot. Is that the mascot from this place?
そうみたいね。
I got a feeling that's something she'd like. Seems rather popular. Children are all around her, but... Waiting a turn to shake his hand or take photos with him. Why don't you go shake his hand too?
いや、私は別に、あんなに子供たちがいるのに、その中に私が入っていくのは。
Are older people like us besides the little kids?
そうだけど。私があそこにいたら、変な目で見られるかも。
Well, since I'm here, I think I'll go shake his hand and take a photo.
それはずる。
Not fair? A smile when she openly lets slip how she really feels. Given where we are, I see no point in being shy.
こういう場。
We can go together. We can both shake his hand and take photos. She's still incredibly reticent, but comes with me to the mascot. She shakes his hand. We shake his hand, and the lady beside him takes our photo. Then we wave as we leave. Shirogane looks incredibly pleased. Don't look to you strangely, right?
よかった。
She looks really happy, which makes me cheer up too. Just having seen her expression makes me glad that we came
あ
in.
りがとう、三影くん。
What are you thinking
あ
me?
の子のそばに行くって言ってくれなかったら握手もできなかったし、写真も撮れなかったから。
Well, you should be doing what you want to do. Make the most of your time here.
そうね。
Always
せっ
hard.
かくなのだから。うん。三影くんの言う通り、 貴重な機会なんだから。
She looks around with a somewhat innocent childish smile. She looks all around before looking back
見
at
か
me.
けくんは最初に乗りたいのってある？
Me? I'm still thinking about
そ
it.
れだったら私ちょっと気になるところがあるの。よかったらでいいんだけど、それに付き合ってくれる？
Of
あ
course.
りがとう。私もみかげくんの乗りたいのには付き合うから。
What is it that caught your attention?
コーヒーカップっていうのが何をするかわからないから乗ってみたい。
Sure, let's begin with that then. She seems more excited now that she managed to meet up with that mascot. We had to the coffee cup ride, her leading the way. There are hardly any people lined up for it, so we get to ride it easily. We get to ride it on the first. We get to ride on it for the first time, knowing nothing about it.
なるほど。ハンドルを回して乗り物を回転させて。思った以上にハードなものだった。
Are you okay?
大丈夫。ちょっと調子に乗ってハンドル回しすぎてしまっただけ。
Podway started turning it like crazy.
回せば回すほど速くなるって気づいたら、なんだか楽しくなってしまって。私は結構フラフラしているけど、みかげくんは平気なの？
Huh? Ah, yeah, real dizzy, but I'm putting up with it. Yeah, I'm actually not. A ninja's semicircular canals are much more resistant than normal people's. Want to take a break if you're unsteady?
大丈夫。まだ最初のに乗っただけだし。
Really? Okay then. But why don't we ride something a little slower
ゆ
next
っ
time?
くりしたの？
What she's pointing to is the slow-moving Ferris wheel. Ah, that should be fine. Ferris wheel. Sure, if that's what you want.
私は大丈夫。みかげくんの乗りたいものにも付き合いたいし。
Okay, thanks. Let's do that next then. We end up riding the Ferris wheel immediately after the coffee cup. The gondola we're riding on is climbing much slower than I'd anticipated.
すごい景色。
You're right.
どうしたの？
Oh, it's nothing. Crap, we should have probably ridden this last. That would have created a better mood with the pretty night
ただ
view.
風景を見てるだけなのに不思議なくらい楽しい。コーヒーカップみたいに激しいのもいいけど、こうやってゆっくりするのも好きかもしれない。
Really? That's good then. Seems to be enjoying it though, so that's good. I forget about my slight miscalculation and decide to enjoy the view from above with her. After getting off the Ferris wheel, we moved to one place after another, with lunch somewhere in between. Roller coaster, go-karts, haunted house. We conquer one attraction after another that I'd only known the names of before. Our time together truly does fly. I know the sun is setting when they turn the lights
これ
on.
で半分ぐらいは回ったかな。
You're right, actually only half, but look at the time.
全部回るには何回も来る必要があるね。というか、今更だけど、なんだか私ばっかり希望を言っていた気がする。
Really? Pretty sure I suggested some.
観覧車はそうだったけど、それ以外は付き合わせてばっかりだったような。
She's right, most times she'd suggest a place to go. I was satisfied just seeing her look so amused that I didn't speak up and suggest any rides.
もう時間も時間だし、次は私がみかげくんに付き合うよ。
Oh no, don't worry about me.
そうは言われても、どうしても気になってしまう。もちろん無理して考えるとか、そういうわけではないけれど。
If you hadn't ignored that before, I'd suggest we'd go on the Ferris wheel. If you hadn't gone there before, I'd suggest we go on the Ferris wheel now. Let's just ride it again. Well, nah, it's like I enjoyed it that much. Look around, wondering what would be good, and spot the merry-go-round. Come to think of it, we haven't ridden that.
あ、確かにそうね。
Some about it that seems very amusement park-esque. Since we're here, why don't we ride it?
俺もハンドルか何か回したらスピード上がったりするの？
I never heard of it doing that, but, well, we'll find out if we ride it. We line up for the merry-go-round, which will likely be our last ride. We thought we'd end up riding on a horse each, but apparently not. Why does he look like such a pretentious prick there? I didn't know that two people could ride one horse.
全部二人乗りじゃないでしょ。一人乗りのもあるし。
There are indeed small amounts around us that are horses for one person. But we got directed to one for two people. This is insanely embarrassing. Do you think he changes if we ask now?
いや、別にいい。
Are you sure?
一度乗せた後に言われるのは係の人も困るでしょうし、それに別に私は嫌だとは思っていないから。もちろんこれは私の考えであって、三影くんが従わなきゃいけないってわけじゃ。
I don't mind it as long as it doesn't bother you.
そう、それなら、
Feel self-conscious, but at the same time glad. Seeing a response just makes me feel like that even more keenly. Well, it seems like we're moving now. She grips the support bar tightly, looking clearly uneasy. Starts slowly moving on that mark. Whoa.
なるほど。こういう感じなのね。
The horse we're riding on moves up and down in time with the music. Gentle breeze flows, making her sweet aroma tickle my nasal passages. This is bad news. I'm getting even more nervous.
コーヒーカップと違ってスピード上げる方法はないみたいね。
Do you prefer faster?
そういうわけじゃないけど、ちょっとした興味というかこれあんまりスピード上げたら危ないね。
That's true. It could shake you off. If she were about to fall, I'd hold her firm. Wait, what kind of inappropriate thoughts I'm having? She'd be so turned off by that. Well, thinking that, I look at her face up close. She looks really embarrassed. It wouldn't be surprising given how close we are. It shouldn't be surprising given how close we are. Plus, that blushing face of hers is so attractive. I find myself absolutely captivated by it.
三影くん、
What?
帰る前からこういうのも変かもしれないけど、今日は本当に楽しかった。こういう場所でこんな風に過ごすなんて今までの私からは考えられなかったから。
Well, it's great that you enjoyed yourself.
誘ってくれて本当にありがとう。
I should be the one thanking you. Thanks for coming with me. I don't feel like just thanking her is good enough. Rightly say what seemed inevitable at the beginning. Could go on every ride today.
そうね。最初の予想通り。
So I was wondering, would you like to come here with me again?
また一緒に。
Yeah. No, I don't think we'll have free passes next time.
バスの有無はどうでもいいよ。こういう場所ならまた来たい。シュバリエとしての支障が出ない程度だけどね。
Really? I'm
よ
glad.
かったわ、私のセリフだよ。また誘ってくれるというのが嬉しい。次に一緒に来た時は残りの乗り物全部制覇しよう。
Let's do that. The merry-go-round keeps slowly rotating as we converse. The sight of the red decorations looks exclusionary in the dim evening light. I think to myself that I want this time together with her to last forever. Just fuck already! Once we get off the ride, she lets out a deep sigh. She's sighing?
なんだかすごく疲れた。
Was it the merry-go-round?
それも含めて今日一日全部が剣を振ったりデュエルをしたり会議に出たり。
The word tiring actually seems kind of backwards here. She smiles
あと
gently.
は帰るだけだけど、その前に少し休んでいってもいいかな。もちろん三影くんが急いでいるならそんなことはしないけれど。
You know I'm in no rush though. Her smile broadens slightly and she sits on a nearby bench. This time she does so silently with subtle, soft breaths. That action looks so picturesque. I stand there completely captivated by her.
見影くんは座らないの？
Oh, yeah. I'm a little startled and sit down beside her. I'm not sure why, but my heart rate is accelerating. Perhaps it's the romantic atmosphere of the lights.
いや、
What is it?
なんでもない。
Doesn't seem like nothing.
その、ちょっと近いなって思っていたの。
Sorry.
でも、考えてみたら、さっきはもっと近かったわけだから。というか、その、ごめん。なんか急に変なこと言い出して。
Oh, no, it wasn't odd.
そっか。
It was just like the silence we had when we first got here. But this time I don't care about the commotion around us. Feels like it's just the two of us in this illuminated world. Being here forever would be, of course, impossible, but I'd love to be here with her for even a little while longer if I can.
その、あれだね。このまま座っていると動けなくなりそうだね。
Are you that tired?
疲れはそこまでではないけど、この風景をずっと見ていたくなるから、何を似合わないこと言ってるんだってそっちは思うかもしれないけど。
It's not out of character at all. I'd never think that.
そんな勢いよく否定しなくてもいいのに。でもそう言ってくれるなら遠慮なくしばらく眺めていようかな。
She stares at the illuminated park interior with slightly entranced eyes. I can't take my eyes off her beautiful face and profile. She must have felt my gaze as she slowly turns back to look at me.
眺めているだけでは見影くんは退屈かもしれないね。
No, not at all.
あんまりのんびりしていないで早く帰って休んだ方がいいかもしれない。
She says that in a slightly pressured tone and gets up with her face flushed red. Almost reflexively, I grab her hand. When I see her clearly shocked, I almost reflexively begin apologizing, but I kind of feel like apologizing would be the wrong thing here. So I swallow my words and speak my mind. I'm not bored. I want to stay here a little longer.
そうなの？
Yeah, with you, just the two of us.
何言って。
She suddenly groans adorably and weakly sits back on the bench. She doesn't shake my hand off, staring at me bashfully. Not quite.
そうしよ
We are getting a second CG though.
今私自分でも信じられないくらい嬉しがってしまっている。
Why happy?
見影くんがその私と二人でここにいたいとか言うから。
I just noticed this man is fucking... This man is fucking tripling up on layers. He has this, like, the beigeish green jacket. Then he has a regular white hoodie underneath. And then he has a white t-shirt underneath the white hoodie. In contrast to her words, her eyes are brimming with bewilderment. Just looking at them makes my heart pound as she stares at me with slightly teary eyes.
こんなこと言われても困るかもしれないけど、ここ最近の私は少し変だった。
The fuck? Can I ask in what way?
見影くんのことを考える時間が増えた。
About me?
剣を振ったり騎士団として活動したり、そういう時は平気なの。でも何もしていない時はいつも頭の中にいつの間にか見影くんがいる。今まで生きてきた中でそんなことなんてなかった。だからどうすればいいかわからない。そういう意味で変だった。
Feel warmth deep within my chest. I softly squeeze her hand as though that sensation is controlling me. I'm the same. You're all I can think about lately. I've never experienced this before. I'm embarrassed to the high heavens just saying that. I feel like my face could catch fire. But I don't look away. I keep looking Shidogan in the eyes. Yeah.
困るのと嬉しいのがもっと大きくなってしまった。
Me too. Feeling so strong that's a little suffocating. Oh yeah, by the way, fun little thing. I think I found an exploit when it comes to the Oakupon Kingdom, because you clearly haven't fucking heard me talk about that enough yet. If you duel an AI rival, like an AI player, just have Banish equipped once you can buy it. Because just the act of having Banish sometimes just makes them give up immediately, because they see, hey, he has a move that can instantly kill me. Better give up. Because essentially what Banish does, it is high chance to immediately kill the enemy, but in exchange for the high chance, your HP is set to 1 after combat. So yeah, worked well. Doesn't quite react the same with shit like the Ninja Sneak Hit, which has a... which either halves the enemy's current HP or has a low chance to kill, because the enemy will see the more likely outcome there. Also, the final chapter of this game is fucking salty, man. I was... at first, I was in the final dungeon, essentially. Suddenly the enemy gets like the Thief Extraordinaire. Selects steal item, steals the passport that you need to get to the final area, that you can only get by giving up 1/4 of all the towns you own. So this motherfucker essentially farmed the towns that I had to give up in order to get into the final area, and then stole the passport using a random fucking event. Afterwards, he got another random fucking event, namely the Robo-Assassin, which is a level 99 enemy that you can pay to haunt your fucking enemies. I have paid him like 8 times to kill the bot. Not once has he actually attacked them. Bot pays him once, I immediately get attacked by him and die. Fucking bullshit, man. Yeah, it's me too, the feeling so strong that it's a little suffocating. So I exhale, trying to let it out. Feeling my heart won't fade, on the contrary, being in front of her is just intensifying it. She's gone now? I call her name, but the words to follow don't come out. Still, I can't leave things unsaid. So I make my mind and say what I'm feeling. Shirogane, I love you. Yes, I love you as a woman. That's the first confession of my life. Something tells me it's initially going to be a no, because, oh no, family responsibilities. Can't be distracted from that. But eventually she fucking turns around with it in like within the next hour or something. I put my feelings into words easier than I'd expected. My heart starts pounding loudly, a little belated. I guess that must have come as a shock, so out of the blue.
そうだよ。いきなりすぎて心臓が。初めてデュエルをした時もここまでうるさくはならなかったのに。
She's blushing even more furiously than I'd ever seen from her, but I still don't have her in my eyes.
言うてドキドキしてるのに。もう。
Oh, I'm surprised. It's an immediate yes. Oh.
私も好き。
sound of those few syllables makes me unbelievably happy. My heart pounds even harder, and I feel like I could spontaneously combust from the fire within me.
でも私わからない。
Don't know what.
好きって言ってもらって私も伝えて、その後どうすればいいのかがわからない。
Well, my answer comes to me straight away. Feeling intensely bashful, but I still managed to tell her. Normally we'd become a couple, I guess.
恋人？
Right. Boyfriend and girlfriend.
私が三影くんと。
No, you and me, since he said boyfriend first. You aren't the boyfriend. She sounds somewhat hesitant. I stare even more intently at her still somewhat bewildered eyes. Yes, I know that was a bad joke, by the way. Don't fucking point it out. I want you to be my girlfriend.
私
Yeah, that's how I truly feel.
嬉しい。自分でもびっくりするくらい私嬉しくなってる。
She smiles with her blushing cheeks. Seeing that expression at close range and hearing her accept makes me feel so elated. And I guess we're a couple now.
よろしくお願いします。
Oh, by the way, since I'm talking about manga, that because new chapter of Slime also came out, and God fucking damn it, that stupid ass hero. Like, yes, let me just bullshit my way out of having the fight. You too, Shirogane? My first ever girlfriend, and what's more, it's Shirogane. I'm in absolute bliss right now. I've never felt this good in my entire life. I gently squeeze her hand to convey that.
好きだって伝え合ってからどうすればいいかはわからなかったけど、その恋人同士が何をすればいいのかはわかる。
What is that?
キス。
That's so totally unexpected. My heart feels like it's going to leap out of my chest. I can no longer feign calm. My heart pounds away to hear what she says next.
間違ってる？
No, absolutely not, but...
けど
Can't tell if the situation is progressing too fast and I'm not mentally prepared. In response, instead of answering, I bring my face in ever so slightly closer. You're not wrong. You're absolutely right.
それならよかった。
Yeah, so, feel my tension peak as I bring my face closer. There's absolutely no sign of her pulling her lips away. I press mine against them as gently as possible. Feel their softness and her slightly hot breath through my lips. My first ever kiss is mind-numbing. Only after a few seconds our lips part. After only a few seconds.
キスってこんな感じなんだね。
Yeah.
なんだか頭の中がすごくふわふわしている。
Me too. I feel like I might drift away.
それは困るよ。
She smiles and squeezes my hand back. Her palms are stiff, probably due to her sword training. I'm delighted to feel the sensation.
こうして掴んでいたら浮き上がったりもしないかな。
True. So, I'd like it if you could keep doing this for a bit. We hold hand as we sit on the bench. For a while we find ourselves unable to move. We stayed at the amusement park longer than anticipated before walking home. As we walked, we hold hands. We hold hands as though they've been glued together. I didn't think the day would turn out like this when we left this morning.
それは私も同じ。三影くんと恋人になるなんて、自分にそういう存在ができるって考えたこともなかったから。
Me neither. She must have only ever trained for the future. Meanwhile, I spent every day with my training and missions. we're like in a sense. It would bring us together like this. That it would bring us together like this proves you don't know what life will bring.
そうだ。
What's wrong?
こういう関係になったということは、周りには黙っていてもらえると嬉しいかな。なんというか、恥ずかしいし、声高に言うことでもないと思うから。
I won't tell anyone. It can be our little secret.
二人だけの。
She puts on a sweet smile. Just that response makes me feel even happier. I feel things more keenly now that we're a couple.
今度は見かけくん?
Now that we're a couple, I feel a little urge coming on. Wonder if it might turn her off if I say it, but I nervously tell her, "Can I call you by your name?"
名前って、私の?
Yeah, you said we keep our relationship a secret, so only when we're alone.
名前、ちょっと呼んでみて。
And to think that Mai had to essentially fucking force him into using her name. But here, this motherfucker is just immediately, you know what? We've been dating for like maybe an hour at tops now. I'm gonna start calling you by your name. While Mai is over here like, listen, we've been dating for almost a month now, and you've already blown my fucking back out. Just say my name, please. And he's just like, but I'm shy. It's just like, you fucked in the public park. You don't get to act shy anymore. Call her by her name. Or I'm gonna cut your balls off because, quite frankly, you obviously aren't using them. Kagura. She flinched. It's a bit too much to even drop the honorific. I'm flustered, but she gently squeezed my hand.
思ったよりもドキッとしてしまった。でもなんだか嬉しい。
Really? That's good then.
じゃあ私もしんくんかな。
No, I'm startled from hearing my name called out of the blue. What is a sensation that's embarrassing but at the same time so gratifying?
しんくんもドキッとした。
Really startled, but I also really like it.
お互いに同じ反応しているね。
Really did, Kagura.
不意打ちで呼ぶのはずるい。というかこれ慣れるのに時間かかるかもしれない。
Yeah, for me too, Kagura.
またしかもわざとらしく。
She smiles and squeezes my hand over and over. That sensation, absolutely blissful, and squeezed her Kagura's hand back. It's the day after my relationship with Kagura took a step forward. When I entered the classroom in the morning, I turned to look at her seat. She's already there discussing something with Kanon. Then she looks in my direction. When our eyes meet, she averts her gaze a little bashfully. She seems incredibly conscious of this. But again, so am I. Kanon notices me too.
ジンくん、おはようございます。
Good morning. Good morning to you, Shirogane.
おはようございます。
You wanted to hide it, yet you're not at fucking all hiding it.
なんで丁寧語なんですか？なんとなく。
She's definitely not acting her normal self. She's normally so confident. I wonder how she'll be when we meet alone. Like, Kanon's just over here like, I smell bullshit. I'm both apprehensive and excited as I sit through classes like normal. School is now out. I glance over to Kagura and see that she's just getting out of her chair. Then she comes over, blushing a little.
みかげくん。
What is it, Shirogane?
今日も付き合ってもらっていいかな。私は騎士団室に行ってからになるけれど。
Sure, that's fine. I'll be waiting on the
あ
rooftop.
りがとう。よろしく。それじゃあかな。また明日。あ、はい。また明日。
Like, she leaves, Jin just gets up, like, alright, time for me to go to the rooftop. And he just feels a hand grab his shoulder, just looks back, and Connor's just there smiling like, spill the beans. Kagura leaves the classroom at a slightly quick pace. Kanon watches her and then looks at me suspiciously.
何かありました？
What do you mean?
神楽さんとです。ちょっと朝も変な感じでしたし、もし喧嘩とかしていたなら早急に仲直りした方がいいですよ。
Oh, don't worry, nothing like that happened. Besides, if we really did have an argument, we wouldn't have agreed to practice together.
言われてみればそうですね。
I should notice her particular behavior. That might be a problem with the way I'm acting too. Need to act normally so I don't reveal our relationship. Gotta be careful. I tell myself that as I say goodbye to Kanon and head for the rooftop. I do practice swings with my sword as I wait about half an hour for Kagura. Just when I've almost started to work up a sweat, I sense someone standing behind the door. It's fine. She slowly walks over here. Her cheeks are flushed just as they were when we left the classroom. Did she attend the order meeting like that? Yes? Huh? Why are you apologizing? Is that because you've been embarrassed? Note of acknowledgement is childish and adorable. Honest to God, I'm going to predict part of the reason why she wants to keep it hidden is, yes, she's embarrassed. Part of the reason because, but she must keep up the Chevalier image or something like that. Counter argument. There's nothing. Should you be ashamed of your relationship? If you were hiding it, just implies that there's something shameful about it. Be open about it. If you're nonchalant and open about it, like, yeah, we're dating if someone asks, then what's anyone gonna do? There's no fucking argument. What are they gonna do? Blame you for not announcing your relationship to the entirety of the fucking school? Hell nah. If they do that, they'll just look like fucking idiots. Anyways, her nod of acknowledgement is childish and adorable. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined such a reaction from her when I first met her.
鍛錬は別。いつまでもこんな感じじゃいられないから、ジン君なら大丈夫だと思うけど、恋人だからって手は抜かないで。
Don't worry, I'll try as hard as I always have.
それを聞いて安心した。あ、それと私は別の意味で今まで通りじゃないから。
What do you mean?
やってみればわかるよ。
I only understood what she meant after we started our spar. Whoa!
抜かないでって言ったでしょ。
I'm trying my best, I swear!
その割には攻めてきてないけど。
Oh, I'm waiting for the opportunity! She'd always wait for me to attack before counterattacking, but this time she's on the offensive, slashing at me. She was right. This definitely isn't the same for her. This definitely isn't the same her, but I can't just sit here waiting for an opportunity. I was thinking it was just about time to attack. I pressed Kagura's sword away and used that split-second gap to attack. But she's read that and backsteps to avoid it. I'm being toyed with from her offensive attacking approach. In the end, our first face-off ends with me constantly being on the defensive. We both puffed out and sit down to take a rest. But I must say I was caught off guard. Didn't think she'd go on the attack like this. She saw something else. I was really bewildered.
それならよかった。戸惑わせるのも立派な戦略だから。でも慣れない動きだったせいか、やけに疲れてしまったよ。
It really must have been exhausting. It seems she's sweating more than usual. She must have enjoyed doing different moves to her usual, as she seems kind of happy.
やっぱりジン君は 自分で言うよりもすごいね。
What do you mean?
今回の動き方はあなたの動きを参考にしてみたの。
Huh? Really?
ええ、とにかく身軽に動けるように。完全に今までの私とは逆だね。
Was I engaging to attack like that all the time?
いや、参考にしたのは足運びだけ。それを攻撃に転用したの。
Makes sense. She may pick up more of my movements since we're facing off so regularly. She then also stands up.
さて、もう一回しましょうか。
Huh? Is the break already over?
休み足りない？
I'm fine. What about you, Kagura?
私は大丈夫。それに今日は動いていたいから。
Alright. I guess she's really fired up. Which case I need to match her spirit. Ah! Oh! Her attacks are even more intense than before our break. So much so that if she continues at this pace, she'll be exhausted in no time. The swings are getting wider. I persistently continue evading her attacks as she struggles for breath and swings wide. I'm waiting for her to wear herself out, which should give me an opening to attack. She must have gotten hasty from her attacks not hitting. She started leaning forward as she swings her sword. As a result, she staggers and her stance becomes so unsteady that her hair becomes disheveled. Watch out! I moved forward to help support her. Managed to catch her, but because of the abrupt change from evasion, I lose my balance. I become entangled and fall together to the ground. No, it's okay. Before I can finish, I notice a soft sensation in my chest. What's this squidgy feeling? Why it's her boobs. Like she just gets up saying I'm sorry, but literally at the same time he just goes thank you. She merely gets up to get away, blushing furiously. She moves much further away than she needs to.
ごめんというか、支えてくれてありがとうというか、何を言っているの私は。慣れないことして疲れてるのかも。
Just calm down, Kagura.
わかった。
She's incredibly flustered, probably because we ended up embracing like that. Meanwhile, my heart is palpitating from that soft sensation I felt. You're really tired, so why don't we call it a day?
そうする。
Even for some time after we finished, she's still blushing. I feel kinda hot too. Face probably the same. Being caught off guard, we both end up silent. Gotta think of a topic. Oh yeah, why don't I talk with her about our spar? By the way, Kagura, why did you change your method of offense today?
それは。
Huh? But she seemed even more bashful. Sorry, I didn't mean to go out. You didn't need to go out of your way to tell me.
砲撃を待つのが嫌だったから。
Huh? Why would you hate that?
ジン君の方から攻めてくるのを待つと、その間に絶対意識してしまうって思った。だからそうならないように、こっちの方から攻めてみたの。
I see. Started when he asked me not to go easy on her before we started our match.
もちろんそんなふぬけた理由だけではないよ。今までとは違う攻め方を試して戦術の幅を広げたいという気持ちも。
The explanation sounds kind of like an excuse. In other words, she went on the offensive today because she was conscious of me. Figuring that out just makes her all the more adorable.
なんだか改めて口にすると、ものすごく間の抜けた理由な気がする。
No, not at all. I respond and move my hand, and I softly grab her hand.
どうしたの？
I just found myself wanting to do this and did it unconsciously.
かしい。
Want me to let it go?
そうやって聞いてくるのはつらいと思う。
She blushes more, but squeezes my hand back. Her reaction makes me so glad that I bring my face a little closer.
そんな顔を寄せられると
Or you'll get more embarrassed?
なるけど
Squeeze her hand more, and then this time she's the one who brings herself closer to me. She's leaning forward, almost about to lean on me when...
あれ
Whoa! She must still be fatigued as she stumbles just as she did previously. Must have been so gleeful from the impending kiss that I forgot myself and failed to support her. Ah! Again, we tumble down with her on top of me. Whoa! I can feel the boobs again!
私また
No, don't worry about it. Each time she squirms around on top of me, she squishes her breasts against me. This is brutal. My mind's going numb.
ごめんなさい何度も倒れてこんなははしたない真似をして
Don't worry, I keep telling you, it's nothing to worry about.
そうは言われても気にするものは気にしてしまうシンくんにこれ以上迷惑をかけないように今日は早く帰って休むことにする
Okay, in that case, now we can...
そういうことだからまた明日今日も付き合ってくれてありがとう
What? Saying that with a bead red face, she dashes off to escape, and I find myself alone, illuminated by the evening sun. I'm sure I have a moronic look on my face right now. She was so embarrassed she ran away. I muttered to myself as I stared at the door she left through. She fell on top of me twice in the same day. Plus her boobs pressed against me. Man, they were so soft. I can still feel their sensation. It's too much for me to handle, so I stay on the rooftop for a while longer. Momoka has been suspiciously quiet the entire fucking time. Make my regular contact with the commander, still a little giddy. Having said that, though, I've made no progress on the search, which is my primary mission objective. So as it stands, I still have no lead on the bat. I've gathered information from one of the Chevalier, but there's nothing concrete there either. Nah, that's all I have to report. Congrats! Yes, what is it? What? I don't think I was talking that way. Okay, thanks. She gives me one last piece of advice as my parent before cutting the line. I sigh slightly and lay down on my bed. I sounded disoriented. Must not have realized it. Of course I know the reason. I still can't stop thinking about the feeling of Kagura's boobs. Why can't I stop thinking about it? It's just downright rude of her to be having these wicked thoughts. I groaned to myself in my room. The lingering sensation of that softness doesn't fade that evening, no matter how much time passes. It's the day after I got all horny from feeling up Kagura. I get outside and turn on the TV. It's not like there's anything depressing me. I'm just worried about how Kagura will respond when she sees me in class. She's probably incredibly embarrassed. It's bound to be enough to make our morning greetings awkward. Kana will probably say something again. I think to myself as I stare at the TV. The probability of rain tonight is 100% with strong winds and a storm brewing. Take care of your way home and avoid going out at night. Storm in the night. It's not too bad around evening. We should still be practicing today. I'm a little worried as I set out from the dorm for class. I keep recalling Kagura's reaction yesterday as I walked to the school building. I hear the voice of the person I'm thinking about. Turn around and see her running over to me with lightly flushed cheeks. Good morning, Shirogane. You mean how you went home early? She's fidgeting in the same manner as she was yesterday. That gesture is unbearably cute. You don't need to worry about it. If anything, I wish I'd been able to support you properly.
ああいう体勢にはならなかったのだから。
Okay, by the way, are you over your tiredness?
それは大丈夫。一晩寝て回復してきたから。
That's great. So, are we sparring again today?
付き合ってくれると嬉しい。
Something tells me she doesn't have an umbrella or something, so the storm's gonna happen and then they're gonna have to share an umbrella on the way home from school. So, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have. That was a mistake, probably. Ah! Someone's gonna fucking screenshot that. Anyways, the class ends without delay and it's now after school time. Take a casual look around the school grounds before heading for the rooftop. Then I do practice swings with my sword as I wait for Kagura to arrive. I casually stop and look at the sky. Checking the weather is something ninjas always do. The western sky is slightly clouded. It's clear now. It should be fine for another 6 hours.
ジンク、今日も待たせた。
No problem. How'd it go today?
いつも通り特には、いや、ちょっとだけ騒がしくはなってきたかな。どうやら騎士見習いたちが一般学生に絡まれることが増えてきたらしい。
I guess they seem like an inevitability.
言ってしまうとそういうことね。大ごとにはなっていないけれども、相変わらず各自で警戒は怠らないように。というところで今日はお開き。
I see. Still no concrete information. At this rate, if nothing happens, then the warning from the combat festival will have just been a prank. I sure hope that's the eventual outcome from all this.
さてと、それじゃあ早速始めようか。
Alright, I'm ready.
今日は昨日とは違うから。
Huh? Okay. She makes that declaration and places distance between us. Kinda get the feeling that she was saying that more towards herself. Then we begin our mock battle. Her declaration was right, I soon learned. What? Man, that was close. She resumes her style of waiting for my attack and then counterattacking. It's her usual style, which has no openings, the complete opposite of her style from yesterday. Alright. There's no hint of any bashfulness. She's exactly as she was before we became a couple. This approach is more suited to her than her randomly attacking. I'm a little relieved to see her return to normal as I attack her countless times. In the end, I was able to get a single strike in, just like our first day. You're amazing, Kagura. Does she look a little tired? I don't think I've ever seen her look so worn out. What's wrong? Are you feeling okay?
いや、そんなことは全然。ちょっといつもよりも疲れただけ。
What? Did you change something that I didn't notice?
変わったことというか、自分のことを抑えてただけ。
Change yourself how?
いくら剣を構えていても、やっぱり向かい合ったら恥ずかしかった。だからその気持ちを抑え込んでいて、そのせいかすごく疲れた。
Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I understand or not. But is she thinking of me that much? I guess that's how I should take what she said.
恋人ができただけで自分がこんなになるとは思わなかった。
Yeah, I think you get used to it in due time.
なれるのかな。
I think it will. Like, the more couple-like things we do, the more you will.
恋人らしく過ごすってどういうこと？
Huh? Like, hanging out together? You got an incredibly ambiguous answer after a simple yet unexpected question. That was a bit perfunctory, wasn't it? Especially considering I have no experience.
一緒に遊んだり。なんかそう言われたら 私は何一つ恋人らしいことができていない気がする。
Huh? Really?
ええ。こういう関係になってから、昨日と今日みたいに鍛錬しかしていない。
You've been in this relationship for precisely 2 days. You haven't had that much opportunity to do girlfriend-like things. Sure, but it hasn't been that long.
確かにそうだけど、このままじゃずっとこんな感じな気がしてきた。仮に剣闘祭が終わったとしても、暇さえあればこうして剣を振って。
You think so?
というよりも、そういう未来しか見えない。一緒に遊ぶと言われて何も案が浮かばないのだし、自分の経験のなさをこんな形で呪うことになるなんて。
I don't think you need to worry about that.
でも一応女としてはそういうのを気にしないわけには。それにこういう過ごし方をしていたらいつまで経っても恥ずかしさは抜けない。
We haven't been dating that long, so I don't think she needs to feel so pressured.
それに恥ずかしさはあるけど、そういうことをしたい気持ちもなくはないし。
She squirms bashfully. Couple-like things. And why don't we think about how to spend the time together?
ええ。と言っても、私は何も思いつかないのだけれど。
Well, it's just what we do when we're together.
その条件を考えると、今の時間も当てはまってはいるね。
Sure, it does follow the definition, but it's hardly anything special. If we at least changed locations, I think it'd be different. There's only one place I can think of on the spot right now. Like one of our rooms?
部屋。
She's really flustered. I guess it's a bit too soon into our relationship for me to be suggesting that.
確かにどちらかの部屋で過ごすのはなんだかものすごくそれっぽい気がする。でも部屋で何をして遊ぶとかはやっぱり全然思いつかない。
Me neither, but what's wrong with just being together?
私はこういう女だし、一緒にいても退屈かもしれない。
I don't find being with you boring.
そう言ってくれるなら、部屋で一緒に過ごしてみたい。
Seeing her blush and say that so adorable that I feel giddy. I'm ecstatic just to get such a reaction from her. So, when should we do it?
いつっていうのは
Go to one of our
これから
rooms.
すぐの話をしていたのかと思った。なんだか私、ついてばかりな気がする。
Ah, she seems depressed. Can't tell her to wait till another day after seeing that expression. Nah, it's fine. Let's go right after this. You can come to my room whenever.
いいの？
Absolutely, yes. We can go straight there now.
じゃあいや、一度部屋に汗もかいてしまったし、さすがにこのままお邪魔するのは申し訳ないから。
Okay, I'll be waiting in my room then. Thus, it was decided Kagura would come and hang out with me. We leave the rooftop and split up outside the dome to return to our respective rooms. The sun is completely set and it's now night. I look at the perfectly clear sky through the window, thinking to myself how the forecast even predicted rain. At that moment, there's a knock on the door. Closed curtains, then open the door, feeling a little worked up.
こんばんは。
Welcome in. Welcome. Come on in.
お邪魔します。
Kagura enters my room, clearly nervous. She gives off the faint aroma of shampoo after having washed away the sweat she worked up. Why did you be so nervous? It's not the first time you've been here.
確かに初めてではないけれど、でも最初に来た時より緊張しているの。ここに来るまででちゃんと心構えはしてきたはずなのに。
What do you mean? It's not like aren't any traps here or anything.
シンくんが部屋に来ることになったら、 きっと今の私と同じ状態になってると思う。
Ugh, can't deny that. You got me where it hurts. Pull out a chair for her. Have a seat.
失礼します。
You don't need to be so formal.
徐々にリラックスしていくから。
I doubt that, but she slowly sits down on the chair. She looks restlessly around the room, and then her gaze ends on me somewhat hesitantly.
うん
You've fallen silent countless times before, but this is way more awkward than any of them. Come on, think. I need to say something. You look tired today?
うんでも疲れの中に充実感があるかな。ジン君に相手をしてもらい始めてからずっとこんな感じだからありがたい。
I'm a useful opponent for you?
それはもうとても感謝してもしきれないくらい。
Really? That's good then.
一応言っておくけれど口で言う以上に感謝しているよ。ジン君回数を重ねるごとに微妙に攻め方を変えてきてくれるでしょ。
Yeah, as much as I could anyway. I wouldn't be able to learn anything from a particular. You wouldn't be able to learn anything from a predictable
そういう
approach.
心遣いも含めて本当にありがとうって思っている。
We're talking comfortably. That is going well. I feel like I can talk endlessly now that we've established the mood. Also fix any minute openings you might have the very next day.
わずかなほころびを放っておいたらどう敗北につながるかわからないからね。
Being able to fix them so quickly takes a lot of skill. I was thinking your fighting style may even change.
戦い方？
Like yesterday when you went on the offensive.
あれはダメだ。がむしゃらに剣を振っていただけなのだし。
Maybe, but I feel like you could pull it off if you try. If you went on the offensive yourself instead of just counterattacking, would have broadened your whole range of sword fighting techniques.
パパ、なるほど。確かに明日もまた付き合ってもらうと思うけど、その時に試してみてもいいかな。
Of course I will. I'll practice with you as much as you want.
ありがとう。慣れない動きをするから情けないところを見せるかもしれないけど。
Kagura. For some reason she stops partway through her sentence and hangs her head. After a few seconds she abruptly raises her head.
違う。
Huh? What is?
お互いに口を開けば剣術やら攻め方やら戦い方やら。これは絶対に恋人同士の会話ではないはず。
It doesn't matter what should be a thing. It's up to what you want to talk about. Alright, she raised a very valid point. It isn't what couples would usually talk about. I was just satisfied the conversation was going, so I wasn't aware of it.
もうちょっとこうそれっぽい感じになればいいんだけど。
Like what?
どういうことを話せばいいか。
Me neither. The flow of discussion comes to an abrupt halt, then she begins squirming again. Can't go on like this, I need to change the mood. I know, wanna watch
テ
TV?
レビ
What do you usually watch?
いつもならニュース。
Let's see. Given that sort of answer, I force a smile and turn the TV on. What's on the screen is a completely familiar sight.
あ、ここって
That's the Senator Highlands we went to the other day.
最近行った場所が映ってるのを見るとなんだか不思議な気分。
The show has a young actress and an elderly gentleman touring the grounds together. It's apparently some kind of simulated date layout. They ride various attractions and introduce them. I suddenly have a bad feeling. This is a recorded thing? And they're just gonna casually have the two of them in the background making it.
あの子。
It's that
こう
mascot.
して見ているとまた会いたくなってくる。
Again, if you go there again, let's take another photo.
今度は私の方から握手も頼んでみようと思う。
I'm sure you'd be happy too. I like this mood. It fits just right. And it's nothing like our previous conversation. Kagura seems a little more
ま
relaxed.
だ乗っていないのもいくつもあるし今から行く時が楽しみになってきてる。
We'll make plans for it now. How about after combat festival's over?
それがいいかな。
Alright, once your schedule calms down, we'll go there again. We make a promise for some time in the future, vague as it may be. We really feel like a couple now, and that makes me ecstatic. We watch TV and pass the time by, occasionally exchanging words. Well, you can pass more time until tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye-bye.